What is up, Super Fam and Bro Vengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today we are going to be talking about Deadpool 3, Ironheart, Avatar Studios, and Wednesday Addams. Yo, I forgot I had my lock cap on. That's my beezy. But you know, we gotta keep the locks looking luxurious. You feel me? I hope everybody's having a fantastic, vibrational, amazing day today. I know that I am. It's it's been a pretty good day today. I'm not gonna lie. I woke up a little later than I wanted to, but you know, other than that, you know, it's been a pretty good day. But I was up late last night, just after Andor, making a couple videos, doing some stuff like that. So I was up a little later than I wanted to be, but you know, it'd be like that sometimes in this life that we live. So I am super pumped about all the things that we're going to be checking out and covering today. I don't think it's going to be a jam-packed day today. The same as yesterday wasn't too much of a jam-packed day. We have a lot to talk about, especially leading up into Black Panther Wakanda Forever, which I am super excited about, which will be dropping tomorrow. I don't remember what time we're going to see the movie. I still didn't find that out, but I know we are going to check it out tomorrow, and I am super excited for that. So we're going to be talking about just some things going on, some stuff and things, and I hope everybody else is just having a good one. And if you guys have anything that you would like to talk to or any topics you would like to discuss, just drop it in the comment section down below. Today is really more of an open discussion type of vibe. That's what Wednesdays are going to be for. More open discussions and just talking about whatever the news is and kind of going from topic to topic and whatnot. So yeah. Open discussion today. What would you like to discuss? There we go. All right. And let's go back to the chat. All right. So, with all that being said, if you guys haven't already, make sure you follow us on all social medias at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with the latest news, content, reviews that we do all the time, every day. You can check out our watch party and review for Star Wars Andor that we did last night, and you can, expect a review to maybe go up today at some point about Star Wars Andor. It's very possible, but I don't know, just because YouTube takes a really long time to finish buffering the video after we go live. So I kind of want to just kind of download the video and then just kind of post the end of the watch party and review as our review. It just gets really difficult to do that for some reason. But yeah, that'll probably be what happens today and what will be happening from here on out. And then, like I've said, we're going to try to pump out a lot more regular content. Well, not just regular content, but all types of content here on the channel. So it'll be a vibe for sure. All right, let's get this stuff ready real quick. Once again, it's the wrong screen that's capturing. I don't know how that happens. And then turn that back on as well. Is that good? There we go. And then turn that off. Okay. All right, first thing we're going to be talking about is Deadpool 3. Ladies and gents, Deadpool 3 is going to be dropping soon here. Oh, what is up with it? Andre the Explorer, the dopest mod around. I see you here. Hey there, Bro Vengers. What is up, my brother? I hope you're having a good one today. How did you do last night with darts? I would like to know that as well. How'd you do? Did you check out Star Wars Andor? Have you been watching Andor? I'm definitely interested in knowing. But yeah, bro, so Owen Wilson is supposedly going to have a major role in Deadpool 3. And this is something that's been revealed by a new rumor that there is, and this is coming at us from The Direct, which is a news site. I don't know if they're, but yeah. So I can't wait for Deadpool 3. Deadpool 3 is definitely going to be a great a great movie. I have no doubt about it. I'm pretty sure everyone is kind of in the same pool of thinking that. We know that we're also going to be getting uh Hugh Jackman reprising his role as Wolverine in Deadpool 3. And with this announcement that we're supposed to be seeing Owen Wilson's Mobius coming back into the fray for Deadpool 3, lets us know that we're definitely going to be getting into some crazy, wacky, multiversal time jumping stuff is going to be going on in this movie, which only seems right because of how we ended the last movie. I mean, having Logan in here at all just is kind of wild. And maybe it's a thing to where, like, you know, Logan gets pulled from his universe from Deadpool, and then Owen Wilson and the TVA have to kind of put them back they're like trying to put them back into the timeline. Maybe the new TVA doesn't prune stuff, they just try to put people back in their correct timeline or whatever the case may be. And I think that would be really dope to see something like that happen, so we still get the same ending to Logan's story, but it's just like, oh yeah, we didn't know that this happened right before the events of the actual movie Logan. I think that would be a cool way to do it, so they're not tarnishing anyone's reputation, or, well, not reputation, but, you know, not tarnishing any of the story that's already been told in the past. So that sounds really cool to me. But let's check out what this article is actually talking about. Oh yeah, that's hot. Here we go. Okay, a new rumor from scooper Daniel Rickman's Patreon account via Twitter user Deadpool Update revealed that Owen Wilson is set to reprise his role as Mobius in Marvel Studios' Deadpool 3. So this is nothing that has been 100% confirmed, but it is the latest rumor that's out right now. While nothing has been made official yet, Wilson is said to have a big role in Ryan Reynolds' MCU threequel following his return to Disney Plus in 2023's Loki Season 2. Owen Wilson will have a big role in Deadpool 3. He will reprise his role as Mobius. I think that's what the tweet was. Should this be true, Wilson would be Deadpool 3's fourth confirmed cast member, along with Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, as well as Leslie Uggman's Blind Owl. Oh, that would be pretty awesome. That would be pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, that would be dope. I'm all the way here for all of that. You feel me? I love Deadpool and I love Loki. Loki is honestly one of my favorite shows that we've got on Disney Plus yet. So hearing that, you know, we're gonna have more, and Owen Wilson in Loki was incredible in my opinion. Like I truly loved what he did in that show. So if we get to have more of him somewhere else, it would be really cool to see that happen. And the TVA, I really want the TVA to be, you know, something that is kind of reoccurring within the MCU as well, popping up here and there in these different crazy shows and movies, just because it seems right. Like Shield and Sword should be popping up everywhere, and I think if TVA is popping up everywhere as well, it just seems right within this multiversal saga that we're in. At least the new TVA, because the old TVA, as we know it, doesn't really exist anymore because of how the events of Loki ended. Should this be true? Oh, I already heard that. Mobius and Multiversal Mayhem coming to the Deadpool 3-quel. With Deadpool 3 now in the early stages of pre-production, ahead of its November 2024 release, Marvel Studios is pulling together the MCU's threequel cast along with the story with the team that wants to tell with that and cast. And considering that the multiverse will already be in play with Wolverine and Deadpool in a new universe, it's not shocking that Mobius may find his way into the story too, with the Sacred Timeline branching off in numerous directions, yo. And that's another another thing that we definitely saw take place in Loki Season 2 is that there may even be more than one TVA now, because Mobius got caught in whatever happened as well. It seemed everyone got caught in what happened except for Loki, which is kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie. So, I mean, that really begs to differ if anything in the MCU right now is the same. Like, a lot of shit could just be different because of the events of Loki, right? I mean, we already saw what happened in Spider-Man No Way Home, and that was definitely in direct contrast with what was taking place in Loki. Like, Doctor Strange's spell went awry because of what Sylvie and Loki did in that show. So it'll be really interesting to see how that kind of boils over, spills over, and how we can continue that amazing vibe that we already have set in that instance. Andre says we crushed it last night. 5 out of 5 games won, and Andor is a Star Wars masterpiece. Yeah, those are both facts that you said right there. And congratulations, yo, for winning all the 5 of your games, yo. The Avengers had no stance against you guys, bro. I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you ever told me what the name of your what your dart team's name is. I can't remember. Would be cool to see Mobius back in the MCU. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I would love to see Mobius coming back in the MCU in any way, shape, or form. Kind of wish he would have popped up in She-Hulk. I'm not gonna lie. I think that would have been awesome. Just because, I mean, the way that She-Hulk ended and with her doing all the stuff that she was doing and just different stuff like that, I think it would have been really dope to see Mobius come into the fray in some shape or some way. And I really want to hear, like them talking to each other. I think the conversation between Mobius and She-Hulk would pretty much be kind of funny, the way it is with like him and Loki. I think Mobius and Deadpool's conversations are going to be insane. I think it's going to be hilarious. I'm super ready for that. Oh, this is new. I don't think I knew this part right here. It says Deadpool 3 will also have to answer the question regarding Logan's alive status, as Ryan Reynolds confirmed that this story won't take anything away from Wolverine's death in 2017's Logan. That means that the Merc with a Mouth will have to pluck the clawed mutant from a point in the timeline where he's still alive, likely leading to Mobius joining the team in order to keep the timeline branching to an oblate minimum. And that is what I am super excited about right there. This sounds like a complete dub of a storyline for a Deadpool a movie. Like, it just sounds really good, especially because of where we just came from with the last Deadpool movie and that being all over the timeline and him just doing crazy wacky shit. I think it would be really cool if we saw Deadpool get plucked from his timeline because of all of the things that he was doing by the TVA, and they're gonna like prune him in that little walkway that they have, and then he enters into the MCU, like he runs away and escapes and like steals one of those things and goes into the MCU or something like that, and then we have a full-on multiversal type of movie, kind of like a Doctor Strange type of vibe, the way they were going through all those different universes. I think that would be really cool. But let me know how you guys would feel about it. What like about that for Deadpool 3, and what else you would like to possibly see. Maybe what characters you would like to see show up in Deadpool 3. I'm pretty sure we've talked about Deadpool and Deadpool 3 here on the channel before, especially with the some of the info that we've got from Mike Beasley, if I'm not mistaken, and what Deadpool 3 is supposed to look like, and what all that would kind of entail. That's also something that I want to do another video on, is kind of like the an MCU update, and like, X-Men Enter the Fray type of thing, and what that's going to be, because Mike Beasley did drop some info the other day about X-Men and all that type of stuff, and I am definitely interested in making a video about all of the stuff that he said, and also go a little bit deeper and make some theories and thoughts about what I think that might look like within the MCU. So definitely look forward about that, definitely look forward to that. Goodness, that makes sense. Yeah, it definitely does. Andre, yes, Andre is back, The Explorer is back. You're alive. I think that's what you were trying to say. I think you're trying to say you're alive. Yes, our fellow Brovenger is alive indeed. We definitely missed you, as you can see, Andre. So it's great to have you back, brother. Man, I am so excited to for this movie. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we don't even know anything that's gonna be going on with Deadpool 3 yet definitively, but all of the rumors that we've gotten have been like finger licking good, and I just can't wait to see what those rumors turn into and how much of it comes out to be true and how much of it doesn't. So I'm super here for Deadpool 3, and I am definitely here for Owen Wilson reprising his role as I was about to say as Owen Wilson. Bro, what is bro's name? Mobius. Goodness gracious. Oh yeah, and then we also know that Sean Levy is set to helm the highly anticipated sequel as well, or the threequel, I guess you could say. Um, and I think that's going to be a dub. We were talking about Sean Levy yesterday and how he had and how it's possible for him to make a Star Wars show, or a Star Wars movie, I believe is what we were talking about. So I'm here for all of that, to be honest, and I think it's gonna be a complete dub. No matter what happens, I think we're gonna win with Sean Levy behind the helm of this stuff, because Free Guy was really good. I had a fun time with it, and I haven't watched Addams Project yet, but I've heard that's really good as well. And I'm just here for it. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Uh Hey, Pina Colada, glad to see you. Yeah, facts. Yeah, glad to see you too, my G. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. So that's that. I am super pumped. I can't wait for it. I hope you guys are also excited. Let's see. Man, I had the article right here that I was trying to go into next, but now I have to look for it. Okay, here we go. I found it. All right, so next, let's get into this. So, Black Panther Wakanda Forever is releasing tomorrow. I am extremely excited. Namor is going to be a dub in that movie. I'm super excited to see Namor. I can't wait to see how Shuri handles what's going to be going on. Definitely interested in Okoye. Okoye has kind of went under the veil as of right now for some reason. Like, no one's really been talking about Okoye, but Okoye is one of the only people, other than who we're about to talk about, that have a spinoff show coming from this movie, right? So we definitely need to be paying attention to Okoye in this movie, and that's why I'm kind of thinking that it might be Okoye in that Black Panther suit and some of the trailers stuff that we have seen, and not all of it is Shuri. But that's just what I'm thinking at the moment, right? So we have got news that from the producer of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, that this movie is going to be setting up Ironheart in a big way. If you guys know, I am actually very interested in seeing Ironheart in this movie. I can't wait to see how they portray her, what they're going to do with her, and also what that's going to lead into within her own show that we know that she's going to be getting on Disney Plus. But one thing that I don't think any of us really knew is that Ironheart is really going to be kind of like a direct sequel to Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and kind of continuing the beats of that story in the show, which is insane. So we have this article is coming at us from The Direct as well, and what they say is Black Panther 2 producer confirms direct sequel Disney Plus show incoming. The story of Black Panther Wakanda Forever won't end with the big screen epic, as One Hero's MCU story will continue in a direct sequel on Disney Plus. Marvel Studios' upcoming Wakandan sequel will introduce many new players into the MCU, including an all-new Black Panther and Namor. Beyond that, Wakanda Forever will also mark the live-action debut of Riri Williams, a young MIT genius who develops her own Iron Man-inspired suit to become Ironheart. Fans have already been treated to the first look at Ironheart in action, with the new hero expected to go through multiple evolutions of suits in her MCU debut alone. So I'm pretty sure that means like just in Black Panther 2, we're going to see Riri Williams in more than one suit, which I think is awesome. This comes ahead of Williams leading her own series with Ironheart, which just recently wrapped filming, set to premiere on Disney Plus in 2023. And we also know that Ironheart, the show, is going to have a lot to do with the battle between magic and technology. And that's why her main villain, if I'm not mistaken, is the Hood, who is, a magical dude that uses guns. Yo, this coffee is bussin'. Okay, so I am super excited about this news alone, that Ironheart is going to be a continuation of what we see happening in Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. But it's definitely interesting to see that she's going to be like, she's a young Tony Stark. You know what I mean? That's really the way to look at it in a lot of ways, is that she has all the genius of Tony, as well as all of she has all the genius of Tony because his knowledge is there for people to be able to consume. It's not like all of, his knowledge is hidden behind a whole bunch of stuff. Nah. Iron Man, Tony Stark, he was pretty open with what he was doing after, especially with the Sokovia Accords and all the stuff that was happening after that. He was really open with sharing his technology. And even we see in Age of Ultron, in the beginning of that movie, he's giving everyone grants so they can just kind of explore what they want to do. Not to mention, look at how many villains that we've seen kind of use that Iron Man tech in some way, shape, or form. Like, everything is very technological based, so it's not outside of the realm of possibility for her to be going through and making multiple suits, and not just having like one suit for the whole movie, and see her maybe even have like 3 suits in this movie. And then when we get to her show, she have like 2 or 3 more suits, because she's just always tinkering. Because imagine if Tony Stark, like when he became Iron Man, instead of him being the age he was, if he was like 19, bro would have literally really never stopped working, because then he would have just been having all the crazy ideas and just keep it moving. So I'm really interested to see her genius kind of come into the fray, and what that will look like when she starts really working on a suit that she likes and that she wants. So I'm pretty sure we're going to get like Mach 1 through 3 type of suits for Wakanda Forever. Speaking to Cinema Blend, Marvel Studios producer Nate Moore addressed how Ironheart Disney Plus series will follow Riri Williams' journey after Black Panther Wakanda Forever as a direct sequel. Moore first noted that the concept of the show came around after Dominique Thorne had been cast as Ironheart for Black Panther 2, and the studio began talks about what that show could be. That show was an outgrowth of how much we liked her in this movie, even on the page. So when we talked with Dominique Thorne initially, obviously the character had been written to the script, and she was the one and only person we talked to about for the role. When she said yes and we were down the road with the script, we also started talking with Ryan Coogler about that show and about what that show could be. Is Ryan Coogler also directing Ironheart? Maybe I forgot. The MCU producer added that Ironheart will serve as a direct sequel to the movie, as it explores the interesting repercussions of Williams' journey and experiences in Wakanda Forever. This is a major dub in the book right here, because this is what we've kind of been waiting for to see within the MCU as well. At least I know I have, is more of these characters being introduced and having their own series to be able to further find out who they are instead of just seeing them in all these movies and not really getting to get attached to them whatsoever. So I'm really excited about this, and I hope that this show is a dub. So the show is a direct sequel to the movie, and Riri Williams is carrying the experience she had in this movie back home to MIT. And there are some interesting repercussions to her adventures that will set her on a fun course. So it'll be interesting to see what type of things happen in Black Panther 2 to truly set her up to have this show, and even maybe even having the Hood be her villain. Like, what is it going to happen with, like, why is he the villain for her? Like, what is it that he knows about her that's making him maybe signal her out? Or is she trying to be more of just a hero vigilante and do her own thing? And I would also really love for Black Panther Wakanda Forever to kind of talk about what's going on with the Sokovia Accords and like how that's even going, what's happening with that. I just would really like it to at least speak on it a little bit. How Black Panther 2 will set up Disney Plus's Ironheart. With Ironheart poised to serve as a direct sequel for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, it's now apparent what led to Ryan Coogler coming on board as a producer on his first Disney Plus project. This seems to indicate he will continue being involved in developing her story in the MCU going forward, which I think is that's a major dub, because Ryan Coogler is amazing at what he does. So if he really does have I don't know what to say about this other than if he does have a little bit more control over what's going on within her show, I do think that will definitely improve what we're seeing. Clearly, whatever the young genius experiences in her MCU debut will impact her solo adventure. Yeah, which makes a lot of sense. Perhaps as these events are what will trigger her journey to becoming a superhero. But the story Ironheart will be going on does appear to be rather standalone from everything happening in Wakanda Forever. While the Black Panther sequel will be diving headfirst into the war between Wakanda and Talokan. Oh, is that what it's called? Talokan. Okay. Ironheart will be going in a different route. The Iron Man spinoff will surprisingly be implementing some magical connections as the technological goes head to head with the mystical for a unique showdown, which is kind of what we were talking about and kind of what we've been talking about already when it comes to Ironheart. And I'm not going to lie, I am really excited about all of the things that we just talked about. Ironheart is definitely one of the series that I am looking forward to the most that we've, like, from the ones that we've gotten. I've always been very interested in what's going to happen with the Ironheart series, mainly because Ironheart was not that good in the comics. At least she wasn't portrayed well by, like the comics that she was in. And I think the MCU does a really good job of, like, with redemption arcs to characters that aren't very well known. Like, look at Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Like, those ones have been awesome, and that's because not a lot of people knew a lot about Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, Guardians of the Galaxy wasn't on a lot of people's pull list in the comic book shops. You feel me? So seeing them being able to take these characters and adapt them into the MCU however they want to, it's pretty dope. So I'm really excited to see what they're going to be doing next. Getting the 15 miles from behind on the AK-47 got me playing. I don't know what you're talking about. Ryan Coogler is a producer on Ironheart with his production company. Oh, okay, that's awesome. That's awesome, yo. The directors are Samantha Bailey and Angela Barnes. Yes, that is correct. I think I knew that, and I just forgot. But I know that Ryan Coogler is a dub, and I'm pretty sure he's also directing the other Black Panther spinoff show that we're supposed to be getting. Like, we have 3 Black Panther spinoffs, with Ironheart, the Okoye series, and then I believe Mike Beasley was just in the chat talking about this one yesterday. Heir to the Empire, or heir to the throne. It's something like that, and it's supposed to be the Wakanda Forever movie. That's about, like, the I can't think of what the name of it is, but it's supposed to be specifically talking about what happened in Wakanda, what happens in Wakanda after like Black Panther, and like how they are looking for their king or something along the lines of that. If I'm not mistaken, I may be mistaken, but if I'm not, that is what that movie is about. Let's see. I'm trying to look for it. Let's see. Yeah, Heir to the Empire. Nope, that's something different. That's a Star Wars thing. Never mind. That's not Black Panther. But the whatever the Black Panther show is called, because I know we had a name for it, and it's supposed to be focusing on like just the Wakandan Empire and the day-to-day life of like royalty and just all that type of stuff within Wakanda, and I just cannot remember what the hell it's called, but I am super ready for that as well. And anything Ryan Coogler does, like I'm kind of there for it. I'm not gonna lie, he's been pretty. What he does is amazing. Wakanda's spin-off series are only in the development stage. No, they just finished filming for Ironheart like yesterday or like this week or something like that. They just wrapped up filming for it. So Okoye and the other one are definitely in the development stage, but Ironheart is not. And Ironheart is a spinoff from the Wakanda stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what goes on with both of those shows. I'm super here for it. I'm really here for the Okoye series. Like, holy shit, I think that's going to be amazing because I love the Dora Milaje and everything that they kind of done up until this point. So seeing what they do in the future will definitely be a dub. It's definitely going to be a dub. So yeah, let me know how you guys are feeling about Ironheart being, having like actually being a direct sequel to what's going on in Black Panther 2. It's going to be a lot in Black Panther 2, yo. We're going to be talking mutants and all this other stuff that's going to be going on. And I don't know what about the mutants they're going to be giving us, but I'm here for everything. Like, I'm here for every little piece of everything, yo. And I can't wait to see Namor's kind of like childhood and like into adulthood and see exactly kind of what's going on, like what got him to where he is and whatnot. And if I'm not mistaken, something that I saw said that Namor is going to be like 500 years old in this shit. Like, in this movie, he's 500 years old. Like, so he's been king of Talokan for a fat minute. It's like, whoa, what the hell is going on? So I'm super here for all of it. This movie is going to be so emotional. Oh yeah, I'm prepared. I am prepared to weep. Not even cry. I am prepared to weep like baby. But I am so hyped, yo. I'm just so hyped for everything that's going to happen with the future of the MCU. And this is also the book end of phase 4, yo. So I'm planning on maybe for Super Fam Friday or something, we can do, the MCU phase 4 rankings. So I'm super duper hyped, yo. Super duper hyped. Like, I am here for it. Hold up. It comes out on the 11th. Tomorrow is the 10th. Damn, Pina Colada, you telling me you don't know how movie releases work? After all this time you've been a Brovenger, you don't know how these movie releases work yet? Bruv, come on, G. Come on, G. You know movie premieres are on Thursday. The movie releases, like they say the movie releases on Friday, but the movie really releases on Thursday. Like, I'm pretty sure it's like that everywhere. Is it different in the U.S.? No, that's how it is everywhere, bruv. Preview night is tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. Like, tomorrow is technically opening night. So like Thursday at 3 p.m. is the first showing, if I'm not mistaken. Thursday 3 p.m. and then Thursday 3 p.m. until like midnight until the theater closed. That's all like the opening premiere. That's premiere day basically. And then the movie release is on Fridays. Nah, not over here. We don't have that. Really? Hmm. That's interesting. If it releases on the 11th, the first viewing is 7 a.m. on the 11th or midnight the day before. Damn, I didn't know that. I thought it was like that everywhere. I ain't gonna cap because everyone always sees the movie. Like everybody sees the movies on Thursday. I've never heard of this before. This is the first time I'm hearing of this. Interesting. Yeah, that's wild. I don't know. I don't know, bruv. Hey, I'm not in the UK, so I don't know. I'm gonna check if I'm being dumb. Yo, yeah. I mean, a quick Google search can help you out, bruv. Yeah. So I'm super ready for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I really can't wait for it. Like I am on the edge of my seat waiting for it in anticipation. I'm so pumped. I think it's going to be beautiful. I think it's going to be a masterpiece. And like I said, once we end phase four, it's just going to be like, yeah, I'm just going to go back and just kind of watch everything. Like, I can't wait to just rewatch all of the shows and just like rewatch the movies again and just kind of enjoy phase four all over again. And just kind of be able to look at it from a different perspective because I think that's going to be a thing that I do from now on is try and not to like rewatch any of these movies or shows until the phase is over because I want to really be able to like digest what's going on in my brain in a dope way. Yo, what's good? I'm about to get dinner, but I got a few minutes. Yo, what's up with it, Marisu? It's lovely to have you here. You already know it's always a vibe when you come around. I think you may have this. No, you were there last night for our Andor discussion. Never mind. I was about to say, how did you like Andor? But you were there. You were there. We were talking about it. I know you loved it. I hope you're having a good day, Marisu, and let us know what you're having for dinner. I definitely want to know what you having for din din. What time is it where you are? It's 4 o'clock and you about to get dinner? What's going on? But yeah, so I'm hyped. All of that is hype city. I love Black Panther. I love Wakanda Forever. I think it's going to be a W movie. I don't know what's going to happen, but I am all the way here for it. Tomorrow, baby. I'm going to be there. I don't know what time my movie tickets are for, but I know I'm going I'm going to IMAX. We were going to the 4DX stuff all the time, but I it kind of ruins, like, the 4DX is so amazing that it ruins your viewing experience, right? Like, because all you can think about is how amazing the 4DX stuff was. So you don't get to actually experience the movie because you're getting like your ass whooped and there's mist going and spray and smoke and things like that. And I just kind of want to be able to accept the movie for what the movie is. And I think that's why IMAX is kind of going to be my go-to for all movie premieres. And then after that, if I see it again, then I'll do like the 40X and the Screen X and all that extra shit. Because if it's not that, I just don't want my experience to be not ruined, but I don't want to not really be able to absorb the movie as being good or bad because I am so pleased with the physical experience of what's going on around me. It's 6 p.m. here. Damn. That's that East Coast swag, huh? Damn, Marisu. So whenever we doing midnight releases, you really staying up until 3:30 and beyond. You are the GOAT for show for that. You are the GOAT for show. That's what's up. That is what's up. I still want to know what you're eating for dinner. So yeah. Moving on from Black Panther Wakanda Forever and all the amazing goodness that we're going to get from it, because it's definitely going to be amazing goodness, and I can't wait to see everybody, including Homegirl. I can't think of what her name is, but the Black Panther's main squeeze. You feel me? I can't wait to see her. I can't wait to see everyone's portrayal of just sorrow and just the pain that they really felt in real life be channeled into their acting and whatnot. I think it's going to be beautiful. Do I think it's going to be the best thing ever? No, but I do think it's going to be beautiful, and I do think that it may be really up there within the Phase 4 movies that we've gotten. Because, yeah, I haven't done my Phase 4 ranking, but we'll do the rankings and stuff once this movie comes out. For sure. All right. So, our next announcement today, the thing that we're going to be talking about, is Avatar Studios. I don't know if you guys know this, but I am a big anime fan, and I am a even bigger Avatar The Last Airbender fan. So when the announcement came out that Avatar Studios was going to be created, and not only was it going to be created, but we were going to see multiple movies being created from the creators at Avatar Studios, I was immediately ecstatic, filled with joy, and I think a tear also came to my eye, if I'm not mistaken, if I can remember correctly. There was that one tear that kind of just disappeared into my chin hair, and then I was just so... I just couldn't believe it. I was so proud. I was so happy. But we got a little update about this this year, and I hadn't heard about anything about this again. So I went scouring the interwebs for it, and I found an article that was released in July about this Avatar Studios stuff going on. And the first thing that I'm going to say is that the first movie that we were supposed to be getting from Avatar Studios was supposed to be focused on Avatar Kyoshi. And then following that, we would see another movie that was going to be focusing on Zuko. And then following that, we would go forward into the future and talk and watch a movie that would be focusing on the future of Avatar after Legend of Korra. Well, we found out today that Avatar Studios' first film is now going to focus on Aang and his friends as adults, yo. So we are getting the adult team Avatar as a movie coming to theaters. I don't think it's going to be soon, but it's definitely going to be coming to theaters, and I am hype, son. Like, this is going to be amazing. I cannot wait for it, and I really do think that we're going to have a blast with this movie. I am all for animes and more animated features and stuff like that coming out in the theater. Dragon Ball Superhero was in the theater, and I really liked that. And then One Piece has a movie in the theater right now as well, and I'm just all the way there for it. But I loved the announcement first about going with Kyoshi and all those other all the other avatars and Zuko and all that type of stuff. But man, like watching the Legend of Korra, the most intriguing and amazing thing about Legend of Korra is being able to see Aang, OG Aang. Just that first season when you get those flashbacks of Aang and he's an adult, and you have Sokka and Toph and everybody in there in court, and they're all making these decisions and trying to find these new ways of things that are going on. I love all of it because political intrigue drives shows. It drives shows. If you have a good enough level of political intrigue, you're gonna have people in there. And I really do believe that this this Avatar adult vibe that we're gonna have will be insane in the membrane. I am all the way here. Oh my god. Oops. I messed up. I am all the way here for all of this. Just look at this picture. I mean, good god, what the hell? I mean, just goodness. It's just so amazing. The vibes are everything. The vibes are immaculate right here, and I just can't wait for it. I need it in my life. And this comes at us from the voice actor of Avatar, Kiyoshi herself. Oh, wait.
Hello, Avatar Braving the Elements podcast friends and Avatarverse lovers. It's me, Janet, and I am so sad not to be at San Diego Comic-Con with Dante and with all of you. I've just been doing a little reading while I recuperate, and it reminded me that we actually have some exclusive Avatar Studios news for you all. Now, there have been a lot of rumors floating around, a lot of speculation, and a lot of excitement. I feel it too, but we figured it was time to set the record straight. The first feature-length movie from Avatar Studios will be focusing on Avatar, Aang, and his friends. And I, for one, cannot wait. Now, where was I?
Bruh.
Oh.
Bruh, that's hype right there.
Hello, Avatar Braving.
That's hype right there, yo. I love it. Just got some huge news at Nickelodeon San Diego Comic-Con. Avatar Braving the Elements live panel. The first feature-length movie from Avatar Studios will be focusing on Avatar, Aang, and his friends. And they're going to be adults. I'm hype. Chicken and roast taters for dinner? Yes. That sounds fire. That sounds fire. That sounds really good. I'm not even going to play. I wonder what we're having for dinner. Those are interesting decisions. The straightforward thing to do would just be adapt the cartoon series. I don't think there's a reason to adapt a cartoon series into a movie that's also a cartoon. You know? I don't see a reason for that necessarily. I think especially with the live action adaptation coming to Netflix, if it ever happens, that's kind of where I stand with that. I don't want any tarnishing of the original Avatar, The Last Airbender. And that's why I think going into the future with Avatar Aang, when he's an adult, maybe Katara is pregnant with their first kid. I would love to see just even the making of Republic City and seeing how that happens and what like the trials and tribulations that they had to go through just to get that in order. Even if we get the story of what season 1 was based off of with, I can't think of Bruh's name. I keep wanting to say Tai Lung, but I know that's from Kung Fu Panda. The bloodbending dude that got his bending taken away and then raised his sons to be freaking insane. That, if we can actually get that story, oh man, I am all the way here for it. Like, I am all the way here for it. Yeah. All right, just give it to me, baby. Give it to me. I am super hyped. I love Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I think Avatar Studios is going to be a W with all the stuff that they make. So I'm here, and I'm ready. Okay. Next thing that we're going to talk about is Wednesday Addams is officially out today on Wednesday. Oh, Lord. It is available on Netflix. As you guys know, we do not do Netflix watch parties for stuff, but we will be binge watching it most likely and have a review of it for you guys ASAP like Rocky. So I am super excited to check out Wednesday Addams. Maybe we'll do like freaking, I don't even know how long the show is, like how long these episodes are. Wednesday Addams. Oh, Oh, maybe I should just go to Netflix and find out, huh? Ooh. Is it out, yo? Why they ain't got it on the front page, bro? It's crazy. Shut up. Wednesday. Here we go. Wednesday. Oh, it's not out. Okay, I'm tripping. What the hell was I thinking? It's not out until November 23rd. I thought it was out today. Man, I don't know what I saw that said it was out today. That's my bad, y'all. It ain't out. Lord, excuse me. Yeah, it's not out. I thought it was, but it's not. So, scratch everything that I said. I don't know what. I really don't know what I was thinking about. Okay, so now that we know that's not true, let's talk about Star Wars Andor a little bit. I had a blast with Star Wars Andor last night. The Crown is out today on Netflix. Yes, it is. The Crown is out. That's right. I've never watched any of The Crown, to be completely honest. I haven't seen not one episode. That's probably Pina Colada shit right there. My man Pina Colada be on it. He be watching. I know that's why he was missing a lot of Marvel Bros. He was watching The Crown. He was like, "Yo, I gotta catch up on The Crown for the new season come out." Bro, but Star Wars Andor was amazing last night. I really could not believe it. Star Wars Andor episode 10 just continued down the path of holy shit, this show is amazing, and this is what all Star Wars should kind of be from now on. We should never go back to the old way of things with Star Wars. We kind of need to just kind of find a new footing within whatever the hell this is. That's how it made me feel. And I have no doubt that Star Wars The Acolyte is going to continue those vibes of it being a very serious type of show and not focusing as much on the quote unquote gimmicky or trying to be as relatable to children. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say to that, but like not as much of a children's type of vibe that goes on and more of a adult type of vibe and more of a show that can actually be in talks for some big conversations when it comes to crazy dialogue and high levels of just amazingness, period. I truly love Star Wars. I love everything about the Star Wars universe, but it just makes me so sad that the movies and the things that we get live action are usually lackluster at best. Ever since we've like just the newest stuff that's been happening, like literally all the Disney stuff, I guess is the best thing to say. Other than the Mandalorian and now Star Wars Andor, it's all just kind of felt the same, as in they're trying to recreate something that happened in the 70s, and even if you do recreate something that happened in the 70s, it's not going to necessarily translate as well as you think it will into present day. Nostalgia only goes so far, and nostalgia is what has been literally carrying Star Wars for these last years that it's been. It's been about 3 years going on 4 since we've had a live action Star Wars movie as well, and that's definitely not good for the franchise. Even though the sequel trilogy is straight ass cheek booty water. It still grossed so much money. Those movies grossed. I'm pretty sure like each movie grossed $1 billion from the sequel trilogy, and that's just because of how much people love Star Wars, and that's one of the reasons why Star Wars needs to start moving forward and going into the future of Star Wars. And yes, nostalgia works as a major factor when we're talking about it, but it's like, it's time for the new wave to come through and the new wave to really start rocking. And that's kind of my 2 cents on everything when it comes to Star Wars. Like I said, I'm going to be coming out with like a Star Wars phase 1, I guess, type of thing, or like what the new series or saga could be about, whatever you want to say. It will be coming soon, But that's just kind of how I've been vibing and feeling. Yo, shout out to Jamie Rodriguez for coming through with the super chat, my G. Much love to you, bro. How you doing today, bruv? Darth Vader versus Captain Marvel. Who wins? Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure Captain Marvel gonna take that one, G. Vader, well, I don't know actually, because Vader stopped like a whole ship from taking off. So he might be able to just keep her in her place and like force choke her, blah. But she can do like, can't she like blast energy from her hands too? But I'm pretty sure he'd be able to catch it. That's a really good question. Because Darth Vader is mad strong. Lightsaber is mad strong. But lightsaber is only mad strong to someone who it need, like who it touches. And like she can go like full blown binary, right? But Darth Vader can force choke her and stop her in her place. But once again, if she can shoot like energy beams or something like that, I think this is something that we're really going to have to figure out. How much weight can Darth Vader stop and control, right? Like, okay, if he stopped that freaking ship from taking off, that begs to differ that he's super strong, right? Like, and he can like with the force, he can stop a lot of a lot. He can handle some tons, not just like pounds. He can handle some tons. But then again, that also begs to differ how strong Captain Marvel can go, especially if we're talking about both of these characters being at their peaks, and we're talking about Captain Marvel in her binary form to where she's damn near like energy itself. It's kind of hard to say what will really happen in that case, just because if she's strong enough, I don't know if that force choke would stop her. And her skin and stuff is dumbass strong too, so it could be the type of thing to where the amount of force that it would cause for her to even need to be choked, like Vader would have to put forth a lot of energy to do that, right? Especially if we're talking about them, like I said, both at peak power levels. Like Vader is mad strong. So Captain Marvel, though, is like mad strong, and she can fly and she can shoot projectile energy beams from her hands. Right? Well, I don't know if we've seen her shoot the energy beams from her hands now that I'm thinking about it. So maybe she can't do that. I think we've just seen her be like dumbass strong. I don't know. That's a good question. I think I'm going to take I want to take Vader just because he's Vader, but I honestly think Captain Marvel would win that fight. I don't know why, but something just tells me that Captain Marvel would win the fight. Yo, Sensei, what's up with the Mad Max? Love to see you in the chat, G. What's up with the Jamie as well? Love to see the Bro Avengers and Super Fam coming together. Vader can force choker. Yes, he can force choker, but are we talking about her just standing in place? You know? My answer is heavily also depending on if she can shoot energy blasts or not. Because if she can shoot energy blasts, I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure she's going to take it. Because no matter how much force choke my guy going to... If she shoot that man with pure energy, I'm sorry, bro. You're not going to be able to continually force choke her. And now you're going to have to bring something else into the fray. And you're probably going to start, what, throwing shit at her? Bro, I'm sorry. We seen her go through a whole spaceship. She's went through a whole spaceship. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's going to be real hard to stop her. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be real hard to stop her. But if anyone can do it, I believe it's Darth Vader. Because it's like Darth Vader versus Thanos. I'm taking Vader. You feel me? Because I'm talking about Thanos no gauntlet. But gee, we talking about Captain Marvel? Bro, I don't know. Captain Marvel is crazy powerful, bro. She is energy type of vibe, you know what I mean? So you're gonna have to be real ready for that fight if we talking about, you know, like a real fight. Darth Vader, hands down. Not that I embrace the dark side. I don't know about hands down. I think it would be one hell of a fight, though. Wait until we see the Marvels come out. Then Vader will have to contend with 3 Marvels. LOL. Yeah, that's true. And once we see the Marvels come out, we'll have a better understanding of what type of actual power she has. Still can't remember if she has projectile energy beams or not. MCU, Captain Marvel, energy beam. Yeah, I don't think we saw. Oh no, we did see her shoot some energy, right? Or was the energy coming from her because she was flying? Nah, she shot an energy blast at something. Yeah, I'm sorry, fam. If she's shooting energy blast, Captain Marvel is whooping ass, family. Vader solos, nah. Vader solos a lot of stuff, but he don't solo Captain Marvel, G. Even without legends, he's extremely powerful. Yes, that is very true. I do agree, but I'm sorry, fam. We talking about somebody that is literally energy and can shoot projectile beams and fly through shit. Like, Vader uses the Force. Captain Marvel just uses her own strength to do shit. You know, it's not happening. Captain Marvel wins too easy. Once again, I don't think it's too easy, but I do think that it'll be a fight to the death. Force choke. Force choke only works if she's weak, though. Like, it's not like anyone can force choke Captain Marvel. You feel me? Like, not even force choke, just regular choker. Like, the force that it would take to choke a regular human being is not the same amount of force that it would take to choke Captain Marvel, because she's a freaking superhero. You feel me? Like, that's like someone just going up to Thor and just trying to choke him. Like, it's not gonna do nothing. You're not strong enough to even make the windpipe go. So I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, it depends on how much force that would have to be. And if he's force choking her and trying to snap her neck, she's definitely going to shoot some energy beams at him. And then if he wants to block those energy beams, he's going to have to let go of the force choke. That's just what that is. So there's going to be a fight. It's not just going to be force choke, snap her neck, it's over, because she's going to shoot energy at this man. And she's going to probably go binary. And when she's binary, I don't know if Vader's going to be strong enough to fight someone that can go binary. You feel me? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. So it's definitely going to be a fight. It's definitely going to be a fight. Of course she does. We see that. Of course she does. We see that scene in the restaurant with Fury. Oh yes, that's right. She does shoot the box out, the jukebox out. Yeah. Snap her neck. Lightsaber can block it. Lightsaber can block energy blast. I don't know if it can block that type of energy blast. It can definitely block like lasers and like plasma beams, but her energy is not like a plasma beam type of thing. Right? Like, I don't think that would work the same way. I just don't think that would work the same way, in my opinion. Like, I'm pretty sure Captain Marvel is going to win that fight. Because even if he does block it with his lightsaber, that's why I'm saying it's going to be a fight, because they both are going to be able to do these different things. And the one thing that Captain Marvel can do that bruh cannot is fly. And that's just going that's going to have a lot to do, and how fast she can go as well, right? Like Vader is not fast. Vader's strong, but he's not as strong as like Thor or Captain Marvel, you guys. Like, come on, G. What? What are we even talking about right here? Come on now. Let's get it together, peeps. Let's get it together. I'll say Vader, can't change my mind. Hey, yo, that's just because you like Vader. You know what I mean? If we look at it with like superpowers and put them up against each other, there's gonna be one winner, and it's gonna be Captain Marvel. That's just what I see. You know what I mean? Like one thing that I can say is Vader has the hand up on her with like battle IQ. So that would be where that would come in. But yo, we're talking about someone that literally, is at like the Force, like how strong Vader is with the Force is how strong Captain Marvel is. She's stronger than that as being just a regular person. I think that's the best way to say it. How strong Vader is with the Force is how strong, Captain Marvel is like 2 times, if not 3 times stronger than that, just as a human, like as a person, like with binary and all this type of stuff. You know what I mean? This one is more fair. Darth Vader versus Shang-Chi. Yeah, bro's getting his neck. He's getting force choked. But then again, he can send the rings, yo. I don't know, bro. I don't know, because then we have to. Okay, now we have to put in how strong are these rings, and are these rings something that can be stopped by using the Force? Because the rings are definitely something that is connected to like magic. And I don't know if anything can necessarily stop that, right? Like, I don't know. Because we have to go into how these things work with this question. And thank you for the super chat as well, Jamie. My bad. I don't think I said that. Thank you for the super chat. I'm not sure why we're not getting alerts right now, but I appreciate you for the super chat, G. Okay, so if we're talking about Darth Vader versus Shang-Chi, like I was saying, we have to think about how does the 10 rings work? Are the 10 rings something that can be just like stopped in the air, or is the magic or whatever that is attached to them that make them work, is that something that has like a stronger presence than anything? You know what I mean? Like, could Magneto stop them? You feel me? If Magneto can control these rings, then yes, I believe that Darth Vader would be able to stop him with the Force. But if this is something that's like some type of Uru, not metal, endowed with the magic of 7 gods, bruh, I'm sorry, but that's gonna be a fight too. Like, if we're talking about that, right? If we're talking about on this level that we're on, that's gonna be a fight, bruh. It's gonna be a fight. But if the 10 rings are not endowed with some type of cosmic energy, well, I mean, they are endowed with cosmic energy for sure. But if they are able to be just stopped and stuff like that, like, I don't think anybody can use them, right? Or just grab them. Like Thor's that's like a Thor's hammer type of thing. Would Vader be able to use the Force to pick up Thor's hammer, right? Like, that's kind of one of those type of questions, because the Force itself is a property. So now we have to talk about a property versus another property. So if the properties of the 10 rings have more cosmic energy and are stronger than not stronger than the Force, but they don't abide by the same rules that the Force abides by, then that's going to be an issue, right? Like, that's going to be the issue right there. So I would say that would be the fight, is that, right? I don't think putting Vader or any of the Jedi or any of those characters up against any superheroes is a fair fight, just because it's 2 completely different types of vibes going on. You know? I don't know if that makes sense. But That's just how, I think Vader would win. I believe that Vader would win that fight because he's Vader and he's freaking super smart and he's super strong. But the thing is, like, I know we've seen some dope ass shit with Vader, but we ain't never really seen Vader fight anybody on Vader's level. You feel me? Like, Vader's never fought anyone on his own level. He's stronger than everyone in the Star Wars universe. You feel me? All the way down to even Emperor Palpatine types of vibes, you know? He's stronger than everybody, my G. He's strong. He's strong as shit. That's just what it is. Like, he's strong as shit. And he's like the most scary person in his universe. But once you start taking people out their universes and making them face other people that are also dumbass strong in their universe, bruh, it gets real iffy then, because now we're talking about different properties. We're talking about cosmic level shit that's going on. We're talking about a whole bunch more shit that's happening than being able to use telekinesis, right? Like, and I'm not trying to bag on the Force at all, because I love the Force. It's amazing. Vader's awesome. All that shit is amazing. But bruv, like, if you're going up against somebody that is hella strong, can fly, and run on these 10 rings and shit, like, bro, are you going to be able to stop these 10 rings? If you can stop these 10 rings, because these 10 rings are using hella force. Like, you got to remember, bruh's dad was using those rings to break down that big-ass dimension door that was holding back a freaking gargantuan Cthulhu-looking motherfucker. Like, these things are not just like a regular type of power level that we're talking about right now, bro. Like, they use these things to fly and run and jump on. Like, this is a whole nother level of cosmic types of vibes right now. You feel me? So I do understand that a lot of people won't be able to accept it because it's like, oh my God, but it's Vader. I understand. But when you're really talking about power levels and shit like that, bruv, I'm sorry. But like, the power levels, they don't match up. So the power, like, bro was fighting a literal dragon, yo. A literal dragon, G. And he was like whooping, he was like, not the dragon, but the other thing. He was fighting that literal Cthulhu looking mug, bro. I'm sorry. It's just gonna be real. I'm sorry, yo. Again, Vader. Shang-Chi is still only human, even with the 10 rings. No, that's not how that works. That's why his dad lived for like 1,000 years. He's not just only a human. My guy is more than that now. You feel me? He is much more than that now. The 10 rings, once again, are like imbued with cosmic energy, so it automatically changes like who they are as a person, the same way it did with Miss Marvel. Like, Miss Marvel is not Miss Marvel is a mutant, so that's not a good thing to say. But the 10 rings are the reason why Shang-Chi's dad was able to rule for 1,000 years and whoop ass for 1,000 years. Are we saying Legends and Marvel Comics or just live action? I'm pretty sure we're talking about live action, but once again, once you start taking these power levels outside of their own stuff and start putting them up against other power levels, I think that's what makes it really difficult. If Vader force chokes Shang-Chi, Shang has no chance in controlling the rings. I don't know what makes you think that. But I don't agree with that at all. It like bro, like the only thing bro would have to snap his neck immediately. If you just force choking him, I'm sorry. I don't think that's enough to take out Shang-Chi, bro. Because he's still got 10 rings to control and throw around and use and shit. I don't know. But he does have to kind of use them. He does have to kind of do martial arts at the same time in order to use the rings. It's not like a just omnipotent force that causes them to move, even though sometimes it does seem like it, though. It does seem like it is just like they just kind of do what he wants them to do. But if that's the case, then I can't agree with that. Is that if he force chokes him and he loses his concentration, then they're just done. But I don't think that's how the 10 rings work. Just personally, it does kind of seem like they have some type of neurological connection to the person, almost kind of like Doc Ock's arms type of vibe. You know, that's kind of how it feels. Like they just kind of, they do what they want, but they do what the user wants them to do. But I don't know how much control the user has to have in order to make that happen. Like, we know bruh can just force choke him and do shit like that. But once again, how does that work? I don't know. Like, how does that work? Is he just, can he just, if he can just, then yeah, that's it. Because I don't think Shang-Chi doesn't have like superhuman ability. Like, I don't know if he can't die because of the 10 rings type of vibe, right? Because like, isn't that why his dad was alive for so long? Because it made him like immortal almost. I'm pretty sure that's how the movie started. Was like nothing could stop him because he had those 10 rings and he was just going around conquering everything on a Kang the Conqueror type of vibe, and no one could stop him. He wouldn't die because he was like immortal. So I don't know if that's the same thing that happens with Shang-Chi. I don't know if his dad was different. I don't know. But you feel me? If that's once again, when we start talking about these things, we got to really look at these characters for their power levels and what's going on and how strong they are. Because, like, once you take people out of the Star Wars universe, it really dampers the power levels of characters, right? It just does. It just does. I'm sorry, but it does. Like, do I want Vader to win every fight? Yes. Is he going to win every fight? I don't think so. I don't think so, bro. Vader's a badass. He's hella strong. He's mad evil. His battle IQ is on 10 million. But fam, like you talking about like him fighting Goku and murdering Goku like with Captain Marvel. Nah, bro, that's not happening. I just don't think that's happening. I think bro would smack like Naruto or something like that. You feel me? Maybe. I don't know, bro. Once everybody start, you feel me? Nah, he'll smack Naruto because Naruto ain't got nothing to save him. Well, the nine-tailed fox. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you start thinking about these things, you got to really be like, okay, this is how this works. This is how this works. And it becomes a game of like, okay, it's like a rock, paper, scissors thing. Okay, now that beats this, but does this beat that? But does this beat this? But does this beat that? You feel me? Like, when the nine-tailed fox comes into play, is it going to matter if bruh's trying to force choke Naruto? I don't know. You feel me? Like, bro, I don't know. If Goku is Super Saiyan God, is Darth Vader going to be able to force choke him? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm just, like, it's just, I don't know. But I do think Vader would win against Shang-Chi. Even though Shang-Chi got the martial arts and all that type of shit. Vader is a little bit cocky, though, as well. Vader's not going for just kill shots with anybody. He's trying to see how strong niggas are. So if they're trying to fight, but and I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think the lightsaber. I think the lightsaber would like block the 10 rings. I think that would be a badass fight. That's what I'll say. I think that would be a like, I'm seeing it in my head and I'm seeing like Shang-Chi kick the rings and I'm seeing Vader like bing, bing, bing. Oh, bro, that would be amazing to see live action for sure. I would love that. I would melt in my seat for that right now. I think that would be peak. But yeah, you got to put Vader up against, I don't know, when it comes to these versus battles, people got to be in like the same playing field of power levels. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm sorry, because it's just hard for me to believe that my guy Vader is just going to come through force choking everybody and he's just going to start just murdering people just because he's force choking them. I'm sorry. That's just hard for me to believe, especially from what these characters have done and the situations they be in. Bro, they have definitely fought beings and entities that are stronger than Vader, fam. There's no way they just get... Nah, bro, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. That's not happening. I do think the fight would be epic, though. Shang-Chi Vader, I would literally pay money to see that right now. Give it to me. I love that. Shout out to you, Jamie. 2 dope versus battles. I really like that. I would like to do that more often. Versus debates or something like that. Like, who would win? I wish Battery was here. That would have been a good talk. That would have been a good discussion right there, Famsville. Alrighty. think that brings us to an end. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah. So, the next Star Wars book, The Vader Murders. Yo, Vader is a badass, bro. Vader is peak. I want to see more Vader. Like, yeah, I want to see more of that. Yeah, I definitely want to see Vader smacking shit left and right. All right, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in on today's episode of Marvel Bros. This news flash has been amazing. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. You guys definitely rock socks. If you did not know already, we are going to be introducing a weekly Q&A to the channel. So, any questions you guys may have about Marvel, DC, any of the things, you guys can drop those comments. You can drop those questions in the comments of the video I'm about to share with you guys. And yeah. And then every Wednesday or every other Wednesday or something like that, we'll do our weekly Q&A videos. So make sure you guys drop any questions that you might have in the comment section of this post. And with all that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you. If you aren't already, make sure you guys follow us on social media at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all the latest news, movie reviews, and content that we post every single day. We really appreciate you. And don't forget to follow me on social media at Sensei Finito on all platforms, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all the things. You can follow me there to stay up to date with me and all the stuff that I do. You guys definitely rock socks. Shout out to Jamie for coming through with the super chats and the awesome versus questions. And I hope you guys have a fantabulous-tastic rest of your day. Don't forget to stay nerdy, stay awesome, and stay marvelous. Excelsior.